Hi, everybody. This is Tracy. Do you feel hurt, angry? Do you feel weak? Do you feel shame, guilt? All of these emotional baggage items can hold on to us and keep us prisoner after we've been in an abusive relationship. Our own self-esteem has been squished down to be very, very little. So what if you could be free of all of these emotional triggers, all of these feelings that you don't want to be holding on to right now?
It's your mental health. It's your physical well-being. It's your happiness.
Mm-hmm.
It's your ability to be who you choose to be. It's your ability to be self-determining in life. Even with a narcissist, or especially, you've got to be willing to forgive yourself for getting into that situation. As long as you're stuck in the past, you're going to be affected by the old thought patterns of the past, the anger or the resentment, or you're going to be negatively affected by the fear. Think of each one of those little negative thoughts or resentments or angers as like a little metal plate you slap on yourself. And then another, and then another, and another. If you have just a handful of those, it's not that big a deal. But if you're dragging around 10 years, 15 years, 5 years worth of that stuff, you're going to be weighed down.
And Cliff has been teaching and training and coaching for almost 20 years. He's the author of one of my favorite books, The Forgiveness Handbook.
And you can play victim, but it just keeps you stuck.
Mm-hmm.
Claiming responsibility is like saying, okay, I'm getting back in the driver's seat here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm taking the steering wheel and I'm going to point my life in the direction I want it to go.
It's so hard when people have been betrayed and hurt. So what's your advice for them to use this as a tool for themselves?
Forgiveness. And I know that may sound like a dirty word to a lot of people. And I bet you have listeners out there who have made the claim, I will never forgive him or her for what they did. There are a lot of reasons not to forgive.
Mm-hmm.
But there's one really, really good reason to forgive.
And what's that?
And that is to be able to move on and live your own life on your terms.
And this is the reason. This is something that you can do to help yourself to move on and to create the life that you wanted. This is like the icing on the cake, and it is something that we owe ourselves. When we talk about not having self-love and we do something like this for ourselves, that is the ultimate self-love. And I really recommend that you guys take this and check it out. So I invite you to go to my website, narcissistabusesupport.com. Click on the button on the top that says Get Help. This is an answer for you guys. And Cliff is a magical, magical person who I don't think I really understood forgiveness until I read your book. And I don't think I really lived it until I did the course.